everybody! So it has come to my attention that a lot of my followers and a lot of people who are commenting on my videos, reaching out to me on social media, are people that are looking to become working makeup artists, and I'm getting a lot of questions on how to become a makeup artist, how to build your book, how to get out there, how to earn a living as a makeup artist. So I'm going to do a series of videos for you guys, starting with this one on the business of makeup, and I'm going to cover anything I can think of that relates to becoming a working makeup artist. I don't know how many of these videos I'm going to do, but I think it's time that somebody who works in the industry is honest with you guys about the hard work that it takes to become a makeup artist, because it is not easy. It takes a lot of time, money, and effort to eventually get to the point where you are supporting yourself through doing makeup. If you are looking for videos on how to become YouTube famous, I cannot help you because I am not YouTube famous. I am talking about what it means to be a makeup artist in the traditional sense. Doing makeup for YouTube and for social media on yourself is a completely different type of artistry, and it's a completely different industry. Another thing to clarify, the method of application that you see in some of these YouTube videos, the amount of makeup that people are using. These people are artists in their own right, but when you watch these videos, this is no reflection on what it actually means to work as a makeup artist. In my career, I can probably count on my fingers the number of times I have applied a winged liner that goes out to here and a really strong contour and all of this highlighter. This is not the work that we do. It's completely outside of this type of makeup. Artists on YouTube and Instagram who are just doing makeup on themselves, they're doing makeup for social media. They're not doing makeup for a commercial, a print ad, a runway. It's a completely different type of artistry, and it's also not new. Drag queens have been doing this type of artistry on themselves for years. Some of these people are super talented, they're definitely artists, but they are a different type of makeup artist than I am. When you choose to pursue a career in makeup artistry, you essentially become your own island. You are responsible for building and maintaining your own kit. You are likely not going to get boxes and boxes of free products shipped to you. It doesn't happen, because the work that you're going to be doing when you get out there is not glamorous work. You are responsible for getting yourself around. You're responsible for being on time. You're responsible for putting gas in your car. You're responsible for having a car. You are responsible for your own networking, your own advertising, your own promotion. This is what it means to work as a makeup artist. You become a business owner and you manage yourself. Working as a makeup artist is actually about so much more than just being good at makeup. So I'm going to talk about what all of this means in this video and all of my subsequent videos. Let's get started with the basics. So where do you start? Where do you go? What do you need? How do you get to the point where you are getting paid to do makeup on other people? And then after that, how do you turn it into a career? It's actually pretty simple. You just have to start doing makeup. Now, one way to get started doing makeup is to go to school. So this is one of the questions I get all the time. Is going to school worth the money? What schools are good? Where do I go? Is it worth it? I didn't go to makeup school. I couldn't afford it. I was too busy paying for university. I went to university in Toronto here. It's not something that I felt I needed to do. And as we get through these videos, I'll explain a little bit more about the other options that are available to you if you want to get started in makeup, but you don't want to register in school or you can't afford to go to school. We'll talk about that. But first, let's talk about the pros and cons of going to makeup school. Now, if you are thinking about going to makeup school, there are a couple things that you want to consider. You want to make sure that the curriculum that the school is teaching covers a variety of makeup application techniques. For film, for television, for fashion, for bridal, you want to make sure that you get a lot of exposure to the different types of makeup application that you would have to do when you're working in this industry. How else are you going to know what you want to do? So make sure any course that you are enrolling in covers a wide variety of makeup application techniques. Or if you already know that you want to just do makeup for film and television, find a course that specializes in the aspect or the area of makeup that you want to get into. Also, who are the teachers in your school? What is their background? Are they still working in the industry? Have they been retired 50 years and they have no idea what they're talking about and they're just teaching the same curriculum over and over? Find out who your teachers are and what they have to offer you. These are all things that you really seriously need to consider. So you make sure that if you are enrolling in school for makeup, you go to the school, you meet your teachers, and you get a feeling for the type of people that they are and what experience they can bring to the table, because it is not cheap. And that's another thing, cost. Can you actually afford it? Going into debt for school, it's not a joke. Oftentimes oftentimes it's more expensive than university, and once you graduate your program or finish your course, you are not going to be able to pay the money back from just doing makeup alone. You're going to need to have a part-time job. If you think you're just going to get hired as a makeup artist right out of school and make tons of money, likely it's not going to happen. Becoming a well-paid, successful makeup artist takes time, it takes years, it takes a really strong network. It's not something that happens instantly, so also keep that in the back of your mind. So here are some of the pros of going to makeup school. You get a head start in building your kit because your tuition pays for a full kit. You are able to learn different makeup application techniques, everything from bridal to special effects. You get exposed to a good variety of stuff so you can decide what area of makeup you want to specialize in, and you get to work on real life human beings, which is, I think, pretty important. Our success as a makeup artist depends on the network of people that we know. You have to get yourself out there. Makeup school can also be a great platform for networking. When I talked about researching your teachers and who they are and where they come from, a lot of the times your teachers will help connect you with a larger network. When you work as a self-employed person, when you're freelancing, the network is the group of people around you that you get to know and meet that will eventually give you work. It's all about word of mouth, and it's all about having a strong network. So oftentimes teachers may ask you to assist them on set. They may connect you with other makeup artists who are looking for assistance. The makeup schools sometimes have a career center or a resource board where they post job opportunities for makeup artists. So makeup school can provide all of these things for you, and they can help you to start building your network. Let's get to the cons of makeup school. So the first thing, it is too freaking expensive. Some of these makeup schools, they offer these full courses. Let's say they are a year long. 1 year of makeup school costs the same amount as 3 or 4 years of university. So you can do the math yourself, you can research, you can see how much these programs are, but compare it to other types of schooling and understand that it's a cost. Again, as I said this before, you're not going to be able to be employed right after school to pay back the money that you are borrowing if you're borrowing money. You're gonna need another job. You're gonna need to find a way to pay back your student loans so you're not drowning in debt. So keep this in mind when you're thinking about going to makeup school. It is a huge expense, and the expense for your kit is often covered in the enrollment fee, but once you're out of school, you still have to keep maintaining your supplies, you still have to keep buying products for jobs, so you have to make sure that you can afford it. Makeup school does not really prepare you for real life on set. It can't. When you are in a course for 6 months, you are in the building, you are working on your peers, you are not out there on set being around people who are doing it for real, so it's not going to prepare you for that type of environment. It's not going to prepare you for the stress, for the intensity, for the amount of people around you. Once you graduate, you can't expect to be fully employed as a key makeup artist on a TV show or on a fashion show. You just don't have the skills yet, and you don't have the experience. The next thing, in these course outlines or when you're looking at makeup school, they always say, we're gonna do, like 5 photo shoots, and by the time you're done your course, you're gonna have a portfolio that you can use to get jobs. Not true. I have been working in this industry for a long time. My portfolio, not even that good. It's something that you work on throughout your career. As you get access to better models and better photographers, your photos become better. Once you decide what area of makeup you want to specialize in, once you decide who your clients are, this is where you start to shape your portfolio. 5 photo shoots at a makeup school is not a working portfolio. Half the time, the portfolio that you get, you're not even going to be able to take it to an agency to get work. They might be great photos for your social media, which is helpful, but to say that these photo shoots that they are supplying for you are going to get you work and give you a complete portfolio, this is like the farthest thing from being true. And trust me, I will do a video on what it means to put together a portfolio a little bit later on, but for right now, just know that the portfolio that they say that you're gonna have, or your book, once you're done, it's not gonna get you work. Sorry. So the last thing I want to say about cons of makeup school is there's really lack of diversity. And what I mean by that is when you're in school for 4 months, 8 months, 6 months, a year, whatever it is, you are learning the techniques, the application techniques, and then you're practicing on the person beside you. Now, if you are stuck in a classroom of 20 people who are all aged 19 and under and white, what are you going to do on set when there's 50 people, all ages, all races, men, women? Where does that leave you? You need diversity when you're practicing starting and when you're learning to do makeup. You need to be able to do makeup on the woman that's 95. You need to do makeup on kids, men, women, all ages, all races. You need diversity. You need to learn how to do makeup on a skin tone other than your own. It's very, very important when you're starting out. When you work on your classmates, you may have a couple opportunities where people bring in outsiders, so they'll bring in an aunt or a cousin or a grandmother or whoever, but to do it once or twice in throughout the length of the course, it's not enough. So regardless of if you go to makeup school or not, you still need practice. You need repetition. Like anything you want to get good at, you need to do it over and over again. So if you're in school, when you're not in school, your off hours should be spent reaching out and trying to get people to do makeup on. If you're not going to makeup school, you need to use your time to get out there and just do makeup on your grandmother, your aunt, your sister, anybody that you can get your hands on. You need to be doing their makeup. Also keep in mind, there's no universal system that qualifies you as a makeup artist. Just because you go to school and you get a certificate doesn't make you a professional makeup artist. It says that you completed a course at school, which is great, but we are in the business of building a portfolio, building a book, building a network. This takes time. It's not something that you can create instantly or create in 5 or 6 months. It's a career that takes work and it takes hours. And I'll say this again, it's about so much more than just being good at makeup. So what do you do if you want to start doing makeup? Just start doing makeup. There are so many resources available now with YouTube and social media. When I was first learning, I had nothing. I had magazines. I had some industry specific magazines that I would do, but it was really a trial and error process for me. So you guys watching now, you're so lucky. You have so many resources. You can just kind of get out there and start building your kit. I will do another video for you in this series about what it means to build a kit. So that will be my next video for you. So stay tuned for that. But just get out there and start doing makeup on people. Now, if you can't afford to go to school, but you need some type of education and you want to learn in a more formal environment, there's always retail in the cosmetics industry. This is actually where I started. This is how I learned to do makeup. If you work for companies like Sephora is a great example. They provide trainings for their employees. You get great discounts on products. You can start building your kit and the brands will come and teach you different application techniques. You'll get great product knowledge. You'll learn about skincare, you'll learn about color theory. So retail jobs can provide a great education for you. When you are working in retail, you get the opportunity to work on everybody. Old, young, every skin tone, it's all right there for you. And you also get paid hourly and you don't have to worry about being out there and hustling and paying rent and figuring out how you're gonna save money to build your kit. So if you are interested in working in makeup, working in retail is another great opportunity. I worked in retail for 11 years through high school. It paid for my university. So for me, I am more of a trial and error type of person. I learn by doing. So being thrown into a retail environment for me was the best way to learn. And that's how I was able to learn how to work quickly, learn how to work with different skin tones, different ages. I had all of these makeup products in front of me that I could play with and experiment and try and figure out what works for me. So whether you decide to go to school, just try it on your own, get a job in cosmetic retail, whatever it is that you're doing, you have to practice. Thank you so much for watching. To my viewers who requested more information about how to become a makeup artist and how to get started, whether or not to go to school, I'm hoping this was helpful. I do this channel and I started this channel because I wanted to show people what it really means to do makeup, and I really want to educate you guys and get you doing makeup in real life. There's too much going on in social media that is not an accurate depiction of what it actually means to build a career as a makeup artist. It's a hustle, it's a lot of hard work. It is very rewarding and it can be creative and it can get you crazy opportunities for travel. You can meet celebrities, but it is a lot of work, you guys. So please keep that in mind. Again, if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. Thumbs up, subscribe. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.